scorcher today. High, a blazing 110, with no sign of rain. I turned off my car radio. I live in Texas. This was pretty normal. I was headed to GameStop to get a used copy of The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. My childhood game. I remember playing it for hours on end, even after I beat the main game. I mean, I just had so much fun with it. Even after getting all the heart pieces and gold skulltulas. It was a lot of fun. It's been 30 long years. You could say I'm ready to start again. Surprisingly enough, they did have a copy. I snatched it up and headed home. I went up into the attic and found the old, dusty box, labeled Childhood Memories. A Rock'em Sock'em Robot set, a worn-down teddy bear named Muffin, a Game Boy Color with an untouched copy of Pokemon Blue that hasn't been played in forever. Damn Lance. Ah, there it was. My old N64 with scribbled in an almost illegible font, Mark, in red Sharpie. I excitedly began playing. Naming my character Link, as I always did, I began. 4 non-stop hours of nostalgia. From watching Darunia patting me on the head, to easily defeating Morpha. But next up was the Shadow Temple. I always hated the Shadow Temple. Not Bongo Bongo or the redheads, but the mini boss. Dead Hand. Just getting chills thinking about it. But I never really understood it as a child. All Navi said was it had infinite hands. I learned the Song of Storms and went back to the windmill as a child. I drained the well and went back down. That's funny, I never remembered that. A single dead hand, the ones you find in the battle room, was sticking out of the wall. Then again, it's been about 30 years since I played it, so it's not like I could remember it. I went ahead and let it grab me. It yanked me down the well and straight into the dead hand battle room. Okay, I know I remembered going through a series of things to get there, but I don't know about this. I went ahead and waited for him to come up. He never would come up. That's right, I needed to let one of the hands grab me. I remembered a flashback of me and my old friend Tyler. Dude! Yeah? I just found this crazy glitch on Ocarina of Time. If you're fighting Dead Hand and you let all 4 of his hands grab you at once, something awesome will happen. What? You're lying. And it's true, Tyler always lied about things like that. He died in a car crash, like 3 years ago, though. But I never got a chance to try it. And in my past Ocarina of Time playthroughs, I never got a chance to try it then. All my files were full, and there was no way I was deleting any. So I decided to give it a go here. I went into the center and let all the hands grab me at once. And there he was. Some empty face, same bloody and white body. Knowing my Zelda more than anyone in my past school, it was easy. Strike when he lowers his head to attack. I followed my knowledge and won in less than a minute. Tyler was lying. Nothing happens when you let him grab you with all his hands at once. The treasure chest appears, and I remembered that this had the lens of truth. Sure enough, it did. But the description was different. come back here 30 years in the past. I'll be waiting for you. What? What did he mean by 30 years in the past? I was Child Link. I couldn't go back anymore. I had a brainwave. 30 years was the last time I played my old game. Maybe Dead Hand meant in my old Ocarina of Time game? I lost it a long time ago. How could I go back? I had only one chance. Maybe it was in the box in the attic. I crept back up there, the box still open. I dug through the rest of the box. A few toy soldiers, an RC car. And at the bottom of the box, I found it. I found an old, worn-out Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time cart with the sticker peeled off and had the same illegible mark in the same red Sharpie. I took out my new Ocarina of Time and replaced it with the old one. 2 files, both named Link, greeted me after a long 30 years. I went on the first one. I was adult Link in the Temple of Time, with the Goron tunic and the long shot, ice arrows, and hover boots equipped. I went into the castle market and waited for the Redeads. No appeared. Only hands. Long, white, bloody hands sprouted everywhere on the ground. There must have been about 50 of them, each waiting to grab me and pull me under. Everywhere was in ruin. Not just Hyrule Castle Town. The Shadow Temple music played. I went off into the bottom of the well as instructed. Kakariko Village was full of hands too. I couldn't find any NPCs. I looked all over the small village. Till I did find one. The Cuckoo Lady, a hand grasping her face. When I talked to her, she replied with a chilling message. Why? Why did you leave us with him? How could you leave us like this for 30 long years? I felt guilty, leaving Hyrule citizens like this for 30 years. I had to stop this. I had to find Dead Hand. But wait. You couldn't go under the well as an adult. The single hand was waiting for me, sticking out of the well. Knowing the only way of getting to the battle room, it dragged me under. 20 hands, all positioned and scattered around the arena. I let one of them grab me. "I've been waiting for you," the text on screen displayed. And there he was. Nothing changed. Same empty face, same strange body. I had to beat him. I knew I did. With 20 hands, it was difficult, but I was a hardcore Zelda player, so I chopped each one down and struck. All the hands disappeared, and I did it. Dead Hand was dead. Wait, no, he came back up. He was persistent, stubborn, willing to do whatever it took to kill me. He lifted his strange body off the ground, and I almost threw up. Thousands of hands rose up under the visible part of him like a giant spider. How could the N64 process this? I immediately began running, out the door, up the ladder, out of the town. He followed me all the way. I ran for what felt like forever. It felt like another 30 years. Tyler was right. Why didn't I try this earlier? If only I could ask him about it. I knew it was pointless in running. I only had one choice. I stopped running and let him catch up. He ripped me apart. I could see all Link's organs being ripped up by the hands. Everything. It was over. I couldn't take this anymore. 30 years this monster had invaded my most precious memory. I shut off the game. It was too much. I locked the games in the box and boarded up the attic. And every night I see him out the window. He presses his hands against the window. Sometimes I see his face. But every night I realize that he'll haunt me for the rest of my life. I dare not step out of the house. I'll end up just like Link. I have one of my other friends get food for me. All I can do is cry at the foot of my attic. I don't have the energy, the compulsion to do anything else. The worst part is, my hands grow thinner, whiter, and hungrier with each tear.